The thing that black leaders fail to realize and white leaders fail to realize, like President Clinton and the global initiatives, or some of the other things that are done by, I forget that musician's name, U2 Bono. Solving one problem in Africa, U2 Bono. God made us black. And no amount of money is going to make us white. They're not going to solve black people's problem. They're not solving one problem in Africa, U2 Bono. And it's time we face this truth. The only person that can solve our problem is Jesus. It's painful. Everybody wants to think, oh, well, you just treat blacks, give them the rights and give them this, that. That's not going to help black people or help us. It isn't. And it's time we face this truth. It's time we face it. When Toni Morrison said that William Jefferson Clinton was the first black president, it demonstrated how deep the psychological pain is that black people are suffering, that they would choose a man like Bill Clinton, who is obviously white, and say, but we want him to be black. Let me say something to you white people out there. I'm going to say this to you because I want to get your attention. Let me say something to you white people. Let me say something to you crackers. Let me say something to you rednecks out there. Let me say something to y'all. Don't you ever dare tell me how to be black. Don't you ever get on YouTube or any place else on some radio show or some talk show and call me a wacko or call me a misfit. You crackers, you rednecks, you don't know nothing about being black. You don't know nothing. You can't. I've lived. You don't know the love I have. You don't know the love that I have. You don't know the struggles I'm having by simply telling black folk God made us black. For nearly 4,000 years before the first white colonized Africa or the first white slave ship arrived on the shores of Africa, and black people have not built any building such as a Taj Mahal. Not one great piece of music has come out of that period before slavery. They never built any seafaring boats above canoes. They never built any houses above one story. They just never did anything. In Rome, and blacks, there are no landmarks like that in no place in Africa. Only God can change our situation. And you folk, you white folk trying to tell me how to talk to black folk need to just shut up. You don't know nothing about. You don't know nothing about. God is the only person that can help us. And that's what I'm trying to tell black folk. And the worst thing that could ever have happened to us is Barack Hussein, that long-legged Mac Daddy, that pimp that's been used by white folk. They say just a pimp. That's all he is. He's just a pimp. And black folk, because they're in such pain and they want to be free, they want to get rid of this blackness. Not so much that they want to get rid of the black skin, but there's inherently a problem. There's inherently a flaw. It's not a missing gene. It's not the absence of intelligence. It's not the presence of inferiority. It isn't that. It is that we have got to turn to God. We got to turn back to God and ask the Lord to lift us up, to help us, to show us, to bring us back so we can be a great people. But as long as we keep fooling around with these Barbara Streisand, with her hate-filled self. She hates her own self with a Jewish self. And these Steven Spielberg, this Jew that hates himself and hates his Jewishness. And because they got money and they've got opportunity, they think that they can treat black people like house pets. And give them money and bring them to their houses and let them snort cocaine and eat, I don't know, pate or whatever it is that they do. I can lead black folk all day long with both hands tied behind my back. I can lead black folk all day long with both hands tied behind my back. And a lobotomy better than any white person you know. Don't you call me a wacko. You don't know anybody wiser than me. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Barack Hussein is an atheist, bisexual, drug-dealing, murderous, lying pimp. Because he's the last thing that they need. I'm right on this issue. I'm dead right. I'm dead right on it. You need to ask God to forgive you for the continued injury that you are perpetrating against black folk by feeling sorry for them. Your sympathy is not what black people need. We need Jesus. You need to repent for supporting that long-legged half-white Mac daddy called Barack Hussein. You need to repent for that. You need to repent. You need to repent. Barbara Streisand and Steven Spielberg and George Clooney and all them other cocaine sniffing sexual bestiality freaks out there in Hollywood. You need to go somewhere and jump off a cave and jump off a cliff and end up in hell and never get out of it. You need to wise up. Only God can change the color of a man's skin.